How's it going, everyone? Matt, Leighton, Shawn Battle. Welcome back to another real estate video. In today's video, we're gonna be talking about Big Z, Zillow. Zillow's been making some waves recently. Are they good or are they bad? They're certainly interesting. Shawn, it's November 21st. How is your fall market treating you?
Fall market is
First of all, good to see you.
Hey, good to see you too, buddy. Yeah. Hey, look at how dapper. He's so dapper. Like, this is a nice custom suit, nice threads.
I need more suits. I need more suits.
Yeah, we need to take the money from Zillow and put it in our pocket, right?
Yeah, because they're taking so much money.
They're taking the money.
But that's going to be changing.
My thoughts on Zillow. You've always kind of
But do they know your thoughts on Zillow?
I don't know. We'll get to that. Yeah, I think so. But anyways, the fall market has been amazing, really good. You know, my numbers were kind of like weird for the whole year, and then all of a sudden fall market came in and it was really busy, really busy.
Did something change, or was it just the right inventory?
I think all the people that were sitting back all of a sudden said, hey, I'm going to list.
So like on the sell side?
On the sell side, yeah. We had like 7 or 8 listings in the last couple of weeks. So that really propelled our numbers to where we needed to be and beating last year, which is good, because I thought it was going to be down from last year. So fall market has been good to us. Now we're just going to roll straight into the spring. I mean, I don't think there's going to be a stop to this market. There's a lot of buyers out there. Inventory, there's just nothing coming on the market. Yeah. Especially, you know, you usually look at the winter market and it's, you know, sparing listings, and it's going to be even more sparing, but the buyers are still there. Yeah. So it's still, in my opinion, a good time to list.
Do you get the magazines in the mail? It's the most antiquated thing ever, from NVAR, VAR, yes. and they have all these graphs on there, but I actually read them, and the graphs, the inventory for condos in Arlington is so depressing. Like it's literally so, like there's only like a month or so of inventory like in all of Arlington, and the condo numbers are down across the board. So certainly a fantastic time to list properties, but for the condo buyers, it's been tough pickings recently.
Yeah, I mean, I've been talking to some clients that are just waiting, and then 2 will coming soon. And then they were like, all right, when are they coming soon? You know, you wait 2 weeks for these things to come, and everybody else is waiting those 2 weeks, getting ready to go see these properties. And one just came live today. So it's going to be a feeding frenzy still in, what are we in? November. So, which is crazy.
Cool. Guys, what we're talking about today is Zillow. Now, the way we want to talk about this in 2 points. First, customer, and then second, agent. So the way Zillow makes their money is agents pay to have their name next to a listing. You call the listing thinking it may be the listing agent, or you want more information, right? And then that's how they make the money. That's changing. But from the consumer standpoint, a lot of people go to Zillow. They were one of the first companies to, I would say, be better than the MLS, if you will. And what I hear is, well, they took our data and now they're selling it back to us. Well, how about this? The MLS was asleep at the wheel and they let this happen. So don't hate the player, hate the game.
No, I know, and that really pisses me off.
And honestly, if Zillow didn't do it, somebody else, company,
Realtor.com or whoever was going to do it, right? In some way or another.
Yeah.
But that's one thing that drives me crazy about this. And I was selling real estate before Zillow entered the market, and I always feel like, all right, hey, it was started by execs from Microsoft. Did you know that? So Microsoft execs, all they are was a database company, right? That's what they are. They're a database company.
They're not a real estate.
They're not a real estate company. So they made this great shiny website and then somehow coerced our companies or our agencies that we subscribe to get the information that we held. And basically then sell it back to us, which is, I mean, such a crime in my eyes, right? I'm like, but somebody was going to do it. They were smart and they said, hey, we'll take this information and make it public and make it amazing. And they did. And to the detriment of the agent, because what's happened is that we are now paying money to then get the leads that we used to get on our own.
It's kind of brilliant. I mean, it sucks, but it's like kind of brilliant. Yeah. But that's exactly what you need. You need someone from the tech industry to come in here and say, all right, what are these dinosaurs doing in real estate? Why is the MLS so terrible for the consumer? And that's what it all comes back to, is how can we make this the best for the consumer? And Zillow has done that for the past couple of years. But now what we're seeing is that there's other websites, there's other kind of MLSs, if you will, like Compass, like coming soon. We'll see what happens there. But what I'm trying to understand is, Are the customers going to Zillow first? Are they going to Redfin first? What is going to be the forefront for the consumer? Because the next thing, if you will, for Zillow is iBuyers. And that's something that we can get into, where basically you can sell your house with the click of a button, an all cash offer. And it's not going to be 75% of your property's value. It'll probably be closer to 85 to maybe even like low 90s. But I think it's a really good thing. It's just so little hassle, right? You just click a button, you sell your property. There's always going to be people that want to do that. But at what price point? Because right now, Phoenix, LA, Atlanta, that sort of market, the 200 to 450. And I don't know how quickly consumers are going to come around to that.
Yeah, the thing is, they started this about 6 quarters ago, the whole iBuyer thing. And for, I think, 6 quarters, they are losing money over and over again, more and more and more for this. So they're buying properties and they're flipping around at a loss.
Yeah.
So the thought is, how long can this, are they onto something where they're gaining market share, and sooner enough the curve will start the other way and they'll become a profiting machine buying property? Or is this going to be the one anchor that's pulling them down and holding them down? So I don't know, because there's so many iBuyers in the market right now. And I mean, even Century 21 Redwood is doing the iBuyer. I mean, everybody's doing it.
Yeah, it's going to be the next thing. I have the data pulled up right here from the Motley Fool. So 2019 year to date, 2,400 homes sold, average losses per unit, $4,000, almost $5,000. Total loss in 2019, $10 million. So, and this isn't something where it's like, oh my God, they're losing money. A lot of companies lose money for market share, right? So many companies. So I think what Zillow's trying to do is they're trying to be A to Z. They just want you in their ecosystem. So whether you're looking to sell instantly, whether you want a loan, whether you want a real estate agent, whether you want a full service agent, whatever it may be, they just want to capture that entire transaction and make money no matter what avenue you're going to pursue.
Yeah, I mean, that's their goal. So the next thing that they're going to be doing is they want to get you buying and then push you through the entire process. And I think that's what every real estate agency now is trying to do, is get you so they have a mortgage company. Right. You can just call their mortgage company, get pre-approved, buy the place online, then go to their title company, and then do the whole circle process again with them. And that's what, again, drives me crazy, that a database company, basically taking the data, then creates this monster, right? And then they're smart in the fact that they say, hey, now let's start doing these other facets of it and take more market share from these people.
And Redfin's doing similar things with Redfin Offers, Redfin Now, or whatever they call it. In your eyes, favorite app for real estate to find houses if you're a consumer? What app are you pulling?
Honestly, I use Zillow.
I use Zillow. You like Zillow more than Redfin?
I don't really use Redfin, so I use Zillow from the beginning.
The Redfin app is pretty sick.
I know, it is. And that's the thing, is like, it gives all the information right there, where like if we're using our app, we're like, where's this? And the consumer's already like, yeah, it's right here.
Wait, which app are you referring to when you're?
Well, for me, when I'm showing a property or something and I need to actually get down depth information, sometimes I'll log into the system on my phone, but otherwise I'll go to like HomeSnap.
HomeSnap is actually HomeSnap Pro is really good. I don't know if the consumers, do they have that? I'm not sure.
You can push that. I think you can have them subscribe to yours.
But
I don't really use it.
Do you have to pay?
No, I don't think so. Yeah, I have to look into that because I don't know how that works. But anyways, when I need the true data, I will go in, like, for instance, when I'm showing a condo and they say, hey, I want to see what parking spots come with this. I have to log into the MLS and then look at the tax record, because a lot of times the tax record will be
cross-reference.
You're cross-referencing, whereas, they could go in and, probably find it quicker than me. A lot of times. So the consumer data, these websites have gotten so good. And
so the app is really good. So the bottom line is Zillow's either the number 1 or the number 2 app. Personally, I like the Redfin app. I just feel like it's a little bit easier to use, but I do like the feedback about the Zillow app that you were talking about. And then in terms of the agents, so the only reason Zillow is in business is because of real estate agents. What you're seeing now is something called the Zillow Flex Program. essentially what that is the best ranking agents on Zillow are now going to be able to, instead of paying upfront, paying a monthly fee, they're now going to be getting leads and having a referral fee when that deal actually closes. And it's more so like a relocation type of system where you need to check in, log your calls, log your emails, but you don't have that upfront cost, which I think is very attractive. So and I haven't spent a cent on Zillow. I'm not one of these people, logging on to Lab Coat's agent and talking about how I've never gotten a good lead from Zillow or something. You always have those complainers, but I think there's a lot of really good teams out there that are utilizing Zillow advertising. And what I like about Zillow is they're always changing, they're always adapting to the next level of real estate. So it's not like they're just standing stagnant still. They're like, okay, well, maybe we'll try the referral base. Maybe we'll do this, maybe we'll do that. So I'm curious to see how it's gonna play out. It's like the cream of the crop are rising, the best agents that have the best salesperson, the best systems, the best closers on the phone who can take that lead instantly. And then those that are just like, well, maybe I'll throw $1,000 a month at Zillow, this month. They're not going to do too hot. Yeah,
I've tried it before in the past, and it's honestly really expensive. So they charge by zip code, and if the zip code's hotter, then they're going to charge more money. So naturally, when you're first trying it out, you're going to say, oh, well, I don't want to spend a ton of money. I'm going to try for the lower zip codes. But then you're getting all the not so good leads, or you get a lot of rental leads, or they're just awful. So I've gone in that regard for a couple of months and tried it out, and it just wasn't for me. If you're going to do it, you have to go for the higher zip codes, and you have to spend a lot of money. And if you're going to spend a lot of money, then you need to know how to go after those leads. You need to have a system together where you have a back-end person that's doing all these calls for you, because as a real estate agent, trying to do that on your own is almost impossible. We have so much other things going on. You need a back-end person that's going to be calling and trying to get these Zillow leads to come to fruition.
And working backwards, what's best for the consumer? It's someone, if these Zillow leads are calling us, we're on the road, like we're in a showing, we're at an open house, like, hello, who is this random but these big teams that I'm talking about, they have someone picking up the phone like, hey, thanks for calling the Matt and Shawn team. Like, how can I assist you? Saw you were on Zillow. Like, that's really beneficial for the consumer. So I think those I hate to say top 1% in real estate, it's so cliche, but the top 1% of the Zillow agents that have those systems in place, they're probably going to crush it with the Zillow Flex program.
Yeah, no, I think it's a good opportunity. I think that's really the way it should go. Now, like you were saying, with the relo companies, that's how they operate. And when you close the deal is when you pay Zillow.
Right.
And that's a lot less upfront, a lot less risk, I guess, there in that regard. So.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens with Zillow. I saw one of their executives just announced his resignation, so that was a little bit interesting. Their stock has, been looking like an EKG monitor for a little bit. It just dropped, but I don't know. Would you ever put money in the Zillow stock? What do you think?
I mean, it's down now. I mean, it's coming back up, but if you look at their height, yeah, it's up. I probably would. I mean, look, right now you got to look at
popping up and down and up and down.
Yeah, you get it. Try to time it.
Try to time it.
No, I think they are constantly, like you said, they're constantly innovating. And will this iBuyer thing catch on? In my opinion, it's a scary proposition, right?
Yeah.
What ifs, right? We have seen these markets fall, and when they fall, they're going to fall hard.
Yeah. Well,
and if you're holding 5,000, 7,000, 10,000 properties, just think of the downside on that.
Good point.
So I think holding all of these out there is a huge risk in the long run. But if you can turn and flip in a good market, everything's good.
That 2020 recession's around the corner here.
Oh yeah, we talked about that. We hear it's coming. Where is it?
It's around the corner. It's coming right up.
Yeah.
And when Zillow is holding the bag for all these houses, that'll be interesting. Guys, let us know what you think. Is Zillow, like the title says, are they taking over the world, the real estate world, or do you think they're going to go out of business? They're literally losing $10 million this year so far in 2019. So let us know what you think in the comment section below. And for Shawn and myself, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, we'll see you then.
Thanks.